Welcome back to Epic Airsoft HD. This week, finally, we have the Echo1 USA Robinson's Arms XCR. And welcome back to another episode of Epic Airsoft HD. Today we're back with the long-awaited Robinson's Arms XCR. US guns are getting very difficult to get into Britain, and this is why I'm so excited about this one in specific. Excellent gun, and can't wait to show you what it's got. Okay, so let's start from the front end. You've all noticed it's got the orange tip flash hider. That's because it's US law in most states. Some states, obviously it's not a problem, but for them to send it over here, it had to have it. So understandable, but we can take this off. You don't have to worry about it anymore, gun. You're here in Britain. Okay, all the gun is basically cast aluminium. It is really light, really light for an AEG. Compare it to another M4 and it's about 3/4 of the weight. It doesn't weigh very much at all. Saying that, it is really solid, really solid. You're talking like MRP solid, like the one we reviewed in our past episode. This is absolutely fantastic gun. Things that come with here are the vertical grip. Also comes with the battery box, because there's not much room in this gun at all to house a battery, but you can get a stick LiPo in the top frame here, which is pretty neat if you don't want to go with the battery box. Another thing you would have noticed from the close-up so far is that the gun is covered in XCR and Robinson Arms trade. This is getting pretty difficult to get on AEGs. A lot of the licensing is going out there to different companies, but Echo1 USA do have the licensing for Robinson Arms, and the trades are really neat. You've got the big XCR here on the right hand side of the lower receiver, and if I turn the gun around, you'll also see on this side of the receiver you've got the Robinson Arms logo. All this here, and you've also got a serial number. So this one is 1924. So there's not a lot of these guns out there, so they're pretty unique and they're hard to get your hands on. Another unique feature of this gun that you can't see from the externals is the internals. The gearbox is completely unique to Echo1 USA, and I would show you what it's like. Basically, all your gearbox is housed in the lower receiver, and in the upper receiver here you've got your piston and your spring assembly. I would show you how to do this, but Echo1 USA have their own channel. It's their own tech support channel. You can check out the links in the description below, and Brian Holt does an absolutely fantastic job at guiding you through this gun. So if you have any queries about what it's like inside, go ahead and click on some of those links we've put in there for you. Other features of the gun are the working bolt catch. Locks back there, and it's quite similar to the Magpul ACR or Masada when you pull down on this here and it locks in place. Nice firm clunk, really like that, that's cool. Magazine it comes with a mid cap, I believe. Ours came with a high cap, which is pretty cool, but you can get other types of magazines to fit. Most Stanag mags will fit. This is a E-mag, it comes from Magpul. It fits in there really well, and it's a nice solid fit and it feeds beautifully. So my understanding is it can take most M4, M16 style magazines. Magazine catch is pretty much similar to the AR-15 style. Just hit a wee button there, mag comes out. Pretty easy and very familiar to use. Parts that are not metal on this gun, your grip, as you would expect, and you get a nice foam finish here for a nice cheek weld. I'll just demonstrate that now. It is really nice, comfortable to cheek. The length of the gun is really neat as well. This is a CQB style gun, so you want to get this as short as possible. It's really nice. Stock here is collapsible, button on the top, and it folds away there. You can put it in a nice neat bag and it fits in pretty well. Top rail takes loads of things. You could put your EOTech and magnifier type style that we've put in some guns previously, but I thought this one was best. It's an aim point and it looks really good on the gun, especially with the forward facing cantilever. Really nice. Plenty of wrist space for lasers, torches, plenty of stuff you get on there. You get a Tachyon HD camera on there as well if you want to go around and upload your videos to show your friends. The vertical foregrip that you get with this gun is really neat. It's got a nice rubberized bottom to it. You can stick a battery in there, whatever you want, extra BBs. Still cool. Nice little gun. I'm really intrigued to see how this does in the range, so without further ado we'll get out there as quick as possible and take it out and see how well it does. Okay, if you've been with us before here on Epic Airsoft HD, we always do our gun tests from a heavy vise. This is an Abwood vise. It weighs a lot, enough to make the gun not move or wobble. The reason we do this is we want to remove the human element from the range test, and you're getting the gun's accuracy purely and nothing to do with me or the shooter. Today we're using a 1300 milliamp 7.4 volt LiPo, and I've left the connector sitting out here for ease of use. We're using 0.25 gram BBs on this test, and we're trying to see the best grouping we can get from the gun. So let's go ahead and put a couple of rounds down range. Alright, semi-automatic, fire around 10 rounds at the target and see how we get on. Now we'll move on to fully automatic. Again, I'll fire around 3 bursts. Okay, you've seen how it did in the range out there. Let's have a closer look at the targets. Right, the first one I'm going to show you is the full auto target. As you can see, it's done pretty well. 30 metre range is pretty far, it's about 100 odd feet, and it's peppered the paper perfectly. I don't think we missed with any of the shots. You get a couple of flyers up the top, but that doesn't really matter to us because all this here is almost perfectly dead centre. It really shone though when it came to the semi-automatic test. Bear in mind this is only shooting 0.25 gram BBs, and it was getting a really nice grouping up here. We flyer down there, but for a CQB length gun, that is absolutely perfect. I'm really happy with that, really pleased. Okay, so first you've seen it, this is the gun in tan. Don't see many of these kicking around, and I really like this. I think it looks absolutely amazing with the EMAG and the tan Ranger plate, especially with aim point up on top as well. Everything just looks really good about this gun. It's well worth its $400 price tag. For all the externals on it alone, yeah, excellent. It's cast aluminium. You can actually even see the CNC marks. We work in a CNC factory here, and I can appreciate that. It's really well constructed, absolutely solid gun. We tested not only 0.25 gram BBs, but we also used 0.3 gram BBs and 0.43 gram BBs, and this thing threw them out, no problem at all. Didn't notice any accuracy differences. Don't know what that's all about, but they were throwing them out at crazy ranges, especially the threes, pushing them out to about 40 metres, 50 metres, no problems at all. So yeah, we just thought we'd show you the 0.25 grams because they're your average kind of style BBs. If you want to see how we do the range test on other guns, you can click out these annotations here. Don't forget to subscribe to us. We do a gun review every single Sunday. If you don't want to miss that, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to check out places where you can pick this gun up and prices, you can click on the links in the description below, and we'll see you next week.